This is a short video on this Lexus ES300, and I guess it's one of those post reviews. So I was out shopping today, grocery shopping, things like that. Went over to BJ's to fill up with gas, and if you know anything about filling up at BJ's, there's usually a long line, so you're waiting in line. You may put your car in park and then wait for the person to finish up, and then you go. Either way, it was my turn to move up, and I see that even though I thought I'd put it in park, the car was actually still in reverse. And when I went to adjust it, I thought it was a resurgence of an issue I had back when I had the transmission rebuilt, where there was some play in the shifter cable, which I fixed with this bushing that you see down on the ground all cracked, and the connection at the transmission. So, but when I went to move it into another gear, it wasn't going into any other gears. So it was stuck in reverse, and I could feel just the looseness of the connection that obviously the shift cable was not connected, because you feel the resistance when it is, and you can see now I just put it back on. But I want to document this, that at the time, and I'll put the link to a video I did at the time, where I got this little thing called a bushing kit fix, and it's this tiny little piece of plastic, and you can get it from Amazon, and it's just a little piece of plastic. And I thought at the time, what a great solution, because instead of having to get, and you can see bushingfix.com, instead of having to get the entire kit, you could just get this bushing. Now, it's a tiny little piece of plastic, and this company, I guess, knowing that your only other option is getting an entire shifter cable, which can range from $100 to $200 or more, they sell this little piece of plastic for $29.99 on Amazon. At least when I bought it, I paid $29.99 for this thing that couldn't be more than a couple dollars, if that, to get. So this little bushing kit fix, and I ordered it on February 3rd. I think when and it's February 17th, 2024. So I ordered it February 3rd, 2023, put it on shortly after. So this thing completely disintegrated in about a year, almost exactly a year later. Obviously, it's outside of the return window. I'm going to call the company and tell them this, but and if there's children watching this, what a piece of shit. This is supposed to do one job, and that is to just be this bushing. It's not in a hot location, not like any of the other plastics that are in the engine bay or anything like that. And this thing could not even last a year. And if it was a little $2 piece of plastic, hey, whatever, went the cheap route, but $30 for this little piece of plastic that didn't even last, that just lasted a year. Unbelievable. So I don't know. I mean, at the time, it did fix the issue, and of course, that's the thing with reviews. I thought it was overpriced at the time. I don't remember what I said in the video. You could check it out in the video, but I was like, oh well, that's great. A nice little fix. It found a gap in the market. I think it's an American company, but charging $30 for this, and the thing doesn't even last a year. Total ripoff. This thing was less than $10. Okay, but $30 for this little piece of shit? Shame on you. Shame on this company. And I'm gonna go see what kind of fix. Maybe I can get something from the auto parts store, something like that. But this, luckily, I had already worked with this, so for probably most non-DIY car drivers, and I mean depending on the setup of the car, this would leave you stranded, because now your car wouldn't shift into gear. Luckily, my mom was with me, so she sat in the driver's seat, put her foot on the brake, and I was able to manually change the gear, put it in drive, and drove it home. But this little $30 piece of plastic, which shouldn't be sold for a penny over $10, didn't even last a year. Completely disappointing, complete ripoff. and I hope I can find, I mean, it should be, it's such a simple thing, just another, I mean, I'm wondering if even I put freaking Play-Doh in there, or you know, some kind of O-ring, something. But this is completely disappointing, and I definitely advise against this. Will it fix the issue at first? Yes. Will it leave you stranded, you know, a year later? Well, here's the proof is in the pudding. So definitely do not recommend, and I'll try to make a follow-up video for what I actually figure out, and we'll see a year down the line what that does. But I'm gonna call this company. It's Saturday, so I don't know if they're gonna be open, but I'm definitely gonna let them know that this is completely unacceptable. And I mean, fortunately, you know, I put my hand in the hot engine bay and was able to manually, you know, take it out of reverse to get the car home. But what if it was a mom? What if it was, you know, you have kids, or whatever the case may be? And that's that.